Raila Odinga, a prominent figure in Kenyan politics, embarked on a delicate diplomatic mission to South Sudan. Representing Kenyan President William Ruto, he carried the weight of regional peace on his shoulders. His destination was Juba, the capital of South Sudan, a nation grappling with internal conflict. Odinga's role was that of a mediator, a bridge between warring factions. The mission was considered crucial. South Sudan, still a young nation, had been plagued by violence and political instability. Neighboring Kenya, fearing the spillover of conflict, had a vested interest in seeing peace restored. Odinga, with his experience and stature, was seen as a figure capable of navigating the complexities of the situation. Odinga's mission came at a time of heightened tension. The fragile peace agreement between President Salva Kiir and his rival Vice President Riek Machar was threatening to unravel. The incident in Nasser town, where a general and 10 others were killed, had further inflamed tensions. As Odinga stepped onto South Sudanese soil, the weight of expectation was palpable. Could he succeed in bringing the warring parties closer to a resolution? The region held its breath, hoping for a breakthrough in this volatile situation. Juba welcomed Odinga with a tense calm. Beneath the surface, a current of unease rippled through the city. The recent violence in Nasser town cast a long shadow over the peace talks. Odinga's schedule included a meeting with President Kiir. It was during this meeting that the complexities of the situation became starkly apparent. Odinga listened intently as Kiir spoke of the Nasser town incident. The South Sudanese president placed the blame squarely on supporters of his rival, Vice President Machar. The situation had deteriorated to the point where Machar was under house arrest, although no direct link to the killings had been established. Odinga, a seasoned diplomat, absorbed the information without betraying his thoughts. He understood the volatility of the situation. Accusations flew easily in such a climate, and it was imperative to tread carefully. He had hoped to meet with Machar as well to hear his side of the story, but this was not to be. He was informed that a meeting with Machar would not be possible at this time. Instead, it was suggested that he travel to Uganda to brief President Yoweri Museveni on the situation. Museveni, a key regional player, had been involved in mediating the South Sudanese conflict for years. Odinga's next stop was Entebbe, Uganda, where he met with President Museveni. He briefed the Ugandan leader on his discussions with Kiir and the situation in South Sudan. The meeting with Museveni was followed by a statement from South Sudan that added another layer of complexity to the situation. David Major, spokesperson for President Kiir, denied that Odinga had been sent to Museveni on Kiir's instructions. He stated that Odinga's trip to Uganda to brief regional leaders had been pre-arranged. This contradicted Odinga's earlier statement, creating confusion and raising questions about the true nature of the diplomatic efforts. The conflicting narratives highlighted the challenges Odinga faced in his role as mediator. Each side had its own version of events, its own truths. Odinga, caught in the middle, had to navigate these competing narratives with care. The denial by the South Sudanese government, whether true or a strategic maneuver, underscored the delicate nature of the peace process. Trust, a crucial element in any negotiation, seemed to be in short supply. Odinga's mission to South Sudan and Uganda shone a light on the fragility of peace in the region. The conflicting statements, the accusations and denials, all pointed to a deep-seated mistrust between the parties involved. The road ahead for Odinga, and for peace in South Sudan, promised to be long and arduous. Despite the challenges, Odinga's efforts represented a glimmer of hope. His willingness to engage with all sides, to listen and to mediate, was crucial. The international community, while closely observing the situation, placed its hope in diplomacy and dialogue. The success of Odinga's mission, however, hinged on the willingness of the South Sudanese leaders to choose peace over conflict. The region, weary of violence, looked on with bated breath. The hope was that this latest diplomatic effort would not be another missed opportunity for peace.